Armani here, coming to you with a brief story time. So I am actually sitting in my nursery right now. It's a couple days after my shower. I'm just cleaning up and organizing all the things that I got. I will be posting a thank you video for everyone who sent me money, sent me gifts off the registry, and everyone who dropped by. The support was just amazing, and I'm so thankful for it. I am also planning a full-on nursery tour and organization tour as soon as I'm done cleaning up and putting everything away. My cousin came up and designed my nursery for me, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is more than I expected it to be, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys. But today's video is a story time, maybe even like a quick PSA for pregnant moms about like taking warnings seriously. So yeah, let's just get into that story because I know y'all want to see it. I know y'all read the title and that's why I clicked on this video. So let me just get to it. So a couple days ago, well, this last week in Maryland has been extremely hot. It's been in the hundreds almost every single day. And there's been like heat advisories. So I'm in my almost in my 9th month of pregnancy, and as I've been getting bigger and baby's been shifting, I've been having trouble with shortness of breath. So I've talked to like my parents, of course, my doula, my midwives, and their main thing was like, you know, just make sure that you're taking breaks, make sure that you're not going out alone, making sure that you are drinking lots of water, paying attention to the heat advisory, and overall just paying attention to your body because, you know, shortness of breath it's normal. It's something that's typical, but with all the things going on right now as far as like the heat and having to wear a mask, wearing the heat and the mask, shortness of breath, you know, it could be exacerbated by those things. So that is essentially what happened to me a couple of days ago. So I went out across the street from my house to the Ross, and I was only supposed to be in there quick. I was running in to get a gift for my coworker's daughter for her birthday, and I was coming right back out. I had planned to be in the store no more than 20 minutes because, like I said, I wasn't supposed to be out alone. I've already been given that warning like 3 times to stop going out alone at this point in my pregnancy and to stop driving around by myself. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna run in here real quick and then I'm gonna run back out. No big deal. Or so I thought. It turned into a big deal because I went into the store, I grabbed a couple of things that I was supposed to get, and then I went and got into the line. The line was extremely long, and the line is also closer to the front of the store, just like almost in any stores. The lines are close to the store because you get in line, you get out. So the doors were opening a lot. So the front of the store wasn't as cool as the back of the store. So I'm standing in line and I start to realize like, oh, my heart's racing. So, you know, at this point I had been dealing with shortness of breath for a couple of weeks. Like I literally get winded just walking up my steps these days, and my shortness of breath starts to kick in and I have to take a break. Like it's that bad, but I don't want to make it seem like it's dire because it's not that deep. I just have to take a second to catch my breath. And normally it only takes like a second, you know, just take a second, sit, breathe, and I'm fine. Not this time. So I'm in the store, I'm in the line, my heart is racing, I can't really catch my breath because I'm wearing the mask, and then I start to realize that I am sweating profusely. And when I say profusely, like I can feel all of this like starting to drip. I could feel like in my mask, so I pull my mask down just a little bit so it's below my nose so that I can breathe. And then I realized like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little dizzy. So I start squatting down in the line. So here I am, as big as I am right now, squatting down in the line and like kind of dragging the things that I am trying to purchase in my arms. And like, so every few steps, I would take a few steps to catch up with the line, and then I'm like squatting down again. And it is extremely hot at this point, and I feel like I am in a freaking oven. I'm getting woozy. I finally get to the front of the line. It's my turn, and all I can think is like, oh my gosh, just pay for your things as quickly as you can and get to your car. Get to your car, get some water in your system, sit down. That's what I'm trying to do. That's my only goal right now. Just pay for your things, get to your car, get some water, because I can feel like how bad I'm feeling at this moment. So I get to the register, the guy's ringing the things up, and I'm literally at the register like doing all this. I'm fanning myself, I'm panting, it's clear I can't breathe. He's like looking at me, but he doesn't really know what to say. So I'm like paying for my stuff or whatever, still literally panting and gasping for life. I pay for it, I snatch my card out the slot. I try to take a step and I sway a little bit. And that's when I realized in my own head, like, oh shit, you about to pass out. Now, mind you, I've never passed out before in my life. Never. I've never passed out before. But I'm literally standing in front of this man, knowing in my soul that I'm about to smack the floor. So the guy sees me sway, the cashier sees me sway, and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not. So I'm shaking my head, no. He's like, okay, well, what do you need? Like, what's wrong? So I realized at this point, I'm about to hit the ground. And I'm like, I need to do something quick. I need to think quick. Like, what can I do? So I take out my cell phone. I had just texted my stepmother, so I knew the thread was going to be the first thing open. So I was trying to unlock my phone and get it open to that thread so that I could hand it to him, like, here, call my mom, because I knew I didn't have much time left on my feet. Before I could even hand him the phone, I just collapsed, like, hit the floor of the Ross. I literally just hit the floor of the Ross. It happened so quickly. Thankfully, I landed on my side, like my legs kind of like buckled from under me to the side because I was standing face forward on the register. And then I hit the ground. I don't think I was out for more than like a second, to be perfectly honest, because even when I hit the ground, I could almost immediately hear all of the commotion around me with people yelling and screaming about, oh, she's pregnant, somebody get off the floor, somebody get her some water. I feel them like shaking me and trying to pull me up, like, ma'am, are you okay? Like, you know, can you wake up? Can you open your eyes? This woman who works in the store, I feel her like pulling down my dress because I guess my dress had like come up in the commotion or whatever. She literally picks me up in her arms like a doll, carries me to the front of the store and lays me across one of the benches in the front. And she's fanning me until I can come to. When I start opening my eyes and being able to like respond, she sits me up, she gets me water. They're asking if I wanted to call 911. I kept shaking my head no, and I kept trying to communicate to them that I just wanted someone to call my stepmom. Thankfully, the cashier, I guess, understood what I was trying to do before I fainted, and when I hit the floor, he picked up my phone and he had already called my mom, so that was great. And she was on the way. Like I said, I asked them not to call 911 because I knew, like, you know, I just need a sec. Well, I know y'all probably think I'm crazy, like, you should have gone to the hospital, but I knew that I was okay and I just needed a second to catch my breath. So, so yeah, I didn't want them to call. But then the manager was like, how far along are you? And so I was like telling her, like, you know, 8 months. And she was like, oh no, that's too far along or whatever. Like for our, you know, for our peace of mind or whatever, store insurance, whatever, we're calling 911. So it just so happens that there's a fire station right in the same area as Ross. So they literally got there at the same time as my parents. Because like I said, I lived across the street. So like within 10 minutes, my parents and the paramedics were there. Once my parents got there, the paramedics left. I wouldn't even let them touch me. I didn't want to go to the hospital. I just wanted to go home. I was that embarrassed. I was like crying, and I'm sure I traumatized everyone in the entire store. But yeah, that is what happened. And after my parents got there and I got a little bit more water in me, they drove me home. My entire family fussed at me, of course, because I've been told several times already that I am not supposed to be going out by myself. And of course, here I am trying to be sneaky and run out and run back before anybody noticed, and I collapsed by myself. So yeah, needless to say, I will not be going out by myself anymore. My parents have actually taken my keys at this point, so can't go anywhere even if I wanted to without permission. And yeah, just let this serve as a warning that if they are out here telling you to be cautious of this heat and to not go out alone while pregnant and so on, don't be like me. Listen to what they're saying because they know what they're talking about, and it can be dangerous out there. I mean, thankfully, nothing happened to me. I did have to go in to see my midwives. They just wanted to do like a non-stress test just to make sure that baby was still moving okay. Because, you know, I passed out, and though I don't think I fell on my stomach because I would have felt it, you know, you just never know because you're unconscious at the moment. So yeah, so I just wanted to let that be a warning and like a funny but not so funny story time that like it's real out here in this heat for a pregnant mom, and you just gotta be vigilant and protect yourself and be smart. Don't be like me. So that's it. Just a quick story time. Till next time.